you can get to the How It Works page from either clicking on this link or just from our menu and clicking on here. We can then go to the How It Works section there, or from a section, you can see it from this section here. I'll just close this a second. There we go. So let's go into the How It Works page. So we are going to discuss how the sort of decisions and the sort of process of how this planner is set up. So, and how to use it. So it's been inspired by a whole bunch of productivity books, and in particular, Eat That Frog, as I've mentioned, and Getting Things Done, and the other one, which is Building a Second Brain by Tiago Forte. Now, one of the things I wanted to say is that there's these sort of three kind of key concepts, the sort of pillars, which are the sort of details page. So it's about one specific thing, like tasks or projects. And then there's a sort of slightly higher level type of page, which is a workflow page, which might have a number of these sort of these sort of concept things. It might have tasks and projects. And that's what you would use to sort of work through a particular type of problem or action that you are working on. An example might be using the Eisenhower matrix in order to organize tasks. Or you might have an organized list page where you might want to prioritize and assign tasks to projects and goals and so on. So that's the sort of difference. So a pillar page, a concept is a nice, tight, well-defined activity, and a workflow is a sort of process. And then there are knowledge pages which describe which are a place where you can actually store all of the kind of knowledge and information that you sort of gather over time, and organize it using this para principles that Tiago Forte has discussed. And we'll go into that a bit later. So assuming that you've set this page up, you can now go through and quickly capture your thoughts. So throughout the day, you're going to be adding ideas and things, and you can do this from your mobile phone. You can do it from obviously a laptop and computer or iPad. So you might say, phone about car insurance, or you might say, pick up present for Joe, and so on. And so you'd add these things in. And as I've mentioned, you can just keep adding these to-dos. You've got this add task button. So if I just click on that, it brings up the tasks straight away, and I can then take my information. So phone about car insurance, I can then add that as a task, and then I can forget about it. It's out of my brain. I can tick it off. It's gone. It's not gone. It's stored for us to process in a minute or so. So you might want to add another one. Let's just add this one quickly. Add a task. It's as simple as that. Done. Out of your head. It's away. You don't need to worry about it. So you go through and you add your thoughts. You add your sort of checklist. You can add your notes. Go through and add those in, and write more things up. As you might have just seen here, I had quick notes on productivity. This is sort of notes that I've put in all about Eat That Frog and Getting Things Done, Building Safe Brains, and so on. And these are all nice sort of productivity notes, and you can use these to help you in your day-to-day. So you go through, you add your thoughts, you then turn those to-dos into tasks, and we've created a new task from it. You can go to this captures page, and it's a sort of nice sort of one page place where you can just make sure that you've you've checked your diary, your emails, and captured all of that information. And then once you've done that, you then get them all in. And once you've checked off your to-do, quick captures list state. Oh yes, you can delete this quick capture. So I can just delete that now because we've stored it in our tasks, and I can then recreate it just by hitting that add quick captures button, and that also does it for the quick captures page on the dashboard page. So if I close that off, that's all completed. Likewise, I've mentioned before, but we'll go over again, you can create these notes, quick notes. You just drop it down. Again, there is a link here that will take you to a note-specific pillar page. And you can do add quick notes, it'll create you a quick note thing, puts this little lightning bolt icon next to it. You can then write out your ideas, and then you can review these quick notes later during a sort of scheduled sort of capture time. So that's the sort of the quick capture process, that the workflow. And we'll now get on to sort of transforming captures into tasks or projects. So this is obviously there's a captures page. If I open that captures page up, we can see some of the new things that we've added. So we can get all our lists of to-dos. We open our list of our date and get all those things out. We've managed all that. We've done all that. So that's all essentially done. What's nice here is that you can then say one of these things like plan a trip to New York. That actually might be a bigger task, and so you can break that down into an actual project. So you're going, oh, okay, let's create a new project, and it's be plan trip to New York, and then we might want to start it next week, for example. Let's start on the 16th, and then we're going to have the planning. It's going to be for the rest of that month. So that's just a sort of a quick way of creating your lists, and then actually we don't need this one anymore, so I can just delete it. I can just hit delete up here, and we've got, let's delete, there we go. And that's our quick captures all sorted. Cool, plan trip to New York. Right. Next section is the organized list section.